Hey, what's up guys, Demolish134 here, back from the releasing at Transformers, Dark of the Moon, Nitro Bumblebee. This is a completely brand new mold, for those of you that didn't know. Usually we just get kind of, repaint Bumblebees with, different leg transformation and stuff like that. But, this is actually kind of a new mold, and I do like it, I will admit. It is one of my favourite Bumblebees figures that we've gotten, besides the Battle Blades one, which I did rebuy, actually. Yeah, I don't know if you remember a while ago, I sold my Battle Blades Bumblebee and then regretted it after, so I bought it back. Whatever. But anyway, here is Nitro Bumblebee. This is just kind of like a teched out version of the Camaro, and I really, really like it. These, the kind of the thrusters at the back, kind of give the, the indication that this guy is going to time travel when he reaches 88 miles an hour, because it just reminds me of something out of Back to the Future. It reminds me of like a Camaro, but like DeLorean style, which is pretty cool. If there's one thing I don't like about the paint apps in vehicle mode, is that these are pink. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. It would have been nicer if they were kind of an orange or a red, but that's the only complaint I've got about the paint apps, because they are mainly great for the vehicle mode. I also love this gold paint. This is kind of awesome. It's one of my favourite colours of all time. I love that sort of kind of gold colour. Then you've just got some kind of grey. Well, it's not really grey. It's kind of a gunmetal grey that goes, kind of along here. It's got kind of some wires and stuff like that. Then this kind of looks like, is it carbon fibre? I don't know. Then it's got some black. Very nice Chevy symbol. It actually does have a number plate on the back there. I don't know how you can see it, but it does have a number plate, but it's wrong. The number plate's wrong. Also, if I'm going to complain about the paint apps again, the windscreen and the windows on these doors are an awesome shade of kind of purpley blue. And then on the back, on these windows here, they are, they're just kind of a regular blue, and I don't really like that. But it's kind of minor, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. As for his mech tech sucks. It's kind of like a remolded version of Skids. Skids' mech tech was actually kind of cool. This one is not. Because of the remold, it means that this trigger is shit. It barely flips out. You have to kind of really pull it. Usually the mech techs are really easy to do. This one, if you don't do it fast enough, that happens. And it's just a piece of shit. I hate it. Just for a quick size comparison, here are the next two classics Bumblebee, just so you can get kind of the gist of how big he is. So there you go. Okay, so to transform, what we're going to do is we're going to flip out these wheels, like so, grab onto the doors, kind of pull them out and rotate them up. Same on the other side, rotate them up, like so. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come back here, take this, lift it up. Then what we're going to do, take this back section and just kind of fold it out, I think. Then we're going to lift, we'll get to it eventually. This is kind of the different leg transformation. I'm not too sure how much I do like it. Lift these up, rotate out the feet, like so. And then just straighten out the leg, like that. And then you can rotate the feet around, rotate around like that, like so. And I'm not too sure how much I like the new leg transformation. Just seems a little bit more cluttered. And then as for these pieces, you can leave them where they are, because there's no other configuration that looks decent on him. You can't kind of fold them over like the Battle Blade one. They're just kind of there. You're going to have to make do with it. Anyway, then what we're going to do, we're going to come up here, grab the arms, just lift them up, get them out of the way, take this piece, fold this down, and then we're going to take this piece and just fold it all the way around like that. Then that piece will come up over, like so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this. These will slide forward on a little bit of a joint, so you can slide them forward, and there's a little peg there, little peg hole. They will peg in there, just like so. Do the same on the other side. Peg out in there. Can rotate the arms down, like so. And then what we're going to do is you've got to fold this underneath, and there's just enough clearance to get that through. And then the instructions do say to leave kind of the doors down, kind of angle them down. In my opinion, that looks kind of dumb, so I just like to kind of fill up that gap and just lift them up, and that gives kind of the classic movie Bumblebee, you know, kind of the doors on the on over his shoulders look. But you know, after that, there is Nitro Bumblebee in his robot mode. Now, if I am completely honest, the robot mode does not look as awesome as his vehicle mode, but it is pretty neat. It does have some very nice detail, moulded detail in here on the arms. It actually has some kind of guns on these arms, which is really kind of cool. I really do like it when they add little features like that, because this thing sucks. I mean, he can't even hold it in, you know, his normal hand. I mean, I wish they could have moulded that so, you know, a peg could fit in there, so that he can actually hold his gun like a normal person, but nope, we have to stick it way too far up his arm, and it looks absolutely ridiculous. This mech-tech weapon sucks, and for that matter, the arms suck as well. For some strange reason, Hasbro thought it'd be cool to go back to the Cannon Bumblebee arms, in which Bumblebee has his joint placed in the wrong direction, and the fact that he can't rotate his fists makes it even worse. I mean, why couldn't they have just, you know, used the, you know, kind of the same sort of arm moulding of the original Dark of the Moon Bumblebee, the repaint of Battle Blaze Bumblebee. But they didn't, and they went back to the crappy Bumblebee arm syndrome thing. It's not too amazing, but it'll have to do. The feet are okay. They are kind of, they do look a little bit big, but it's nothing too terrible actually. The legs are kind of cool. As I said, the transformation of it is a little bit cluttered, but they do look kind of cool in robot mode. And I do like the torso. A lot of people have complained about the head being kind of too sunk into the body. That's not too bad. You can adjust these. You can push them back a little bit. I don't know, just kind of, I don't know, make him look less derpy, but he's a very nice figure. I do actually kind of like him. In terms of his articulation, he does have some decent articulation actually. He's got a double jointed knee, which is kind of cool. The feet can actually pivot, the toe can pivot, sorry. And, you know, actually the feet can pivot if you want, but they don't pivot the right way, so, yeah. If they could pivot inwards, that would have been a little bit better, but they do just rotate out to the side a little bit due to the transformation. No waist articulation. He's got a ball joint up here, swivel joint. The arms, he's got a ball joint up here, can swivel and bend. The head is on a ball joint, but is severely hindered by some of the kibble at the back. And that is about all the articulation you're going to get out of it. So that is about it for Bumblebee's robot mode. So I'm going to bring back reverse transformations, as I said. I mentioned a while ago that I was going to bring back reverse transformations, so let's get to it. The transformation back to vehicle mode is actually not that complicated. It's basically just a matter of getting everything kind of in line and out of the way, because, you know, he has to tab together really nicely. The legs are much easier to get back into vehicle mode, I think. Less frustrating. There we go. We're going to peg that in there. Take this section, unpeg that, sorry. Get these out of the way. Lift this up, like so. Then we're going to take the arms, rotate them in. Rotate the arms so they're facing that way. So he's got his palms kind of facing towards you. Then what we're going to do is we're going to... Wait, I might have done something wrong here. Get this out of the way first, because otherwise there's going to be no clearance for that. Yeah, let's get that back how it was. Then, I'm going to take this. We're going to peg that back on there. Like so. Lift these doors up. Take these pieces. These will peg in. Just there. Like so, and there's the front of the car. You can take that and peg that back up. Then, I'm going to take this, rotate them down, peg them in, take these wheels, and just kind of angle them out. They're on a kind of a double joint, so you've got to make sure you get that right. Like so. And then the arms do actually kind of peg into the side of the wheels. They don't do it very securely, but they will hold. And there is Nitro Bumblebee back in robot mode. Vehicle mode, sorry. And you can take his mech tech, stick it on there, and then you're good to go. Overall, this isn't actually a bad figure. I do recommend it. It's a very, very nice remold. Unlike the Cannon Bumblebee. A lot of people have been comparing this guy to the Cannon Bumblebee. And, you know, it is just a much better figure than the Cannon Bumblebee, in my opinion. yeah, also I forgot to mention is I have loads of mech tech ports, so you can, you know, kind of recreate the Stealth Force look. He's got a mech tech port here, he's got two, one there, and he's got one on each side on the back here, so that is fairly cool. And you can also stick it kind of there, just to kind of, you know, recreate the engine block kind of look, but, you know, that's kind of up to you. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys later.